The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
All right, Ashley Ingram, season's here. West Virginia State, noon on Saturday. Start us off with a statement about the Yellow Jackets.
Well, we're excited to play. Guys have worked hard, obviously, all spring and throughout the summer. And I think they're probably tired of hitting each other, so they want to hit somebody else. We've got a good opponent coming in. Coach Pennington's done a great job there. Had a winning season last year. I think won 7 the year before that. They are always very athletic, and they have a few transfers that have come in, from Colorado to a starting quarterback from Charleston Southern. So, again, we'll have to play well and know that they're very talented. They scored a lot of points on us last year.
Moved the ball well all season long last year. More than 400 yards of offense per game, average 33 points per game. What sticks out to you about what they do well offensively?
Well, they're athletic. They distribute the ball around to a lot of people. They're a spread offense. The big thing I think that we're a little concerned about is all 5 offensive linemen are returning. And then obviously athletically they always have very good players and get transfers in. So they'll be a challenge.
Lost some pieces. Joel Felder was the star running back last year. He's gone, lost their starting quarterback, but with the transfer portal, I guess there's no rest for the weary there. You can reload. How's the approach for prep like you alluded to? You got a couple D1 transfers coming in that could provide an instant impact.
Right. I would assume that they replaced all those guys with very good talent. Obviously, we won't know until Saturday. The other thing that's concerning is they lost their offensive coordinator. Now, I think Coach Pennington's obviously heavily involved offensively. They lost their defensive coordinator, and then they lost their special teams coordinator. So there's a lot of unknowns for us that we'll just have to figure out Saturday as we go.
Year 1 to year 2, what have you seen different from your team throughout camp leading up to week 1?
Right. Well, I think the guys were great last year, and it's just a continuation of where we started, I guess about 18 or 19 months ago. The guys are working hard. They're excited to play. We've been able to do a little more on both sides of the ball just because of the familiarity with the guys. So we're excited just to see how it all, works out.
Give me your biggest surprise through fall camp, personnel-wise.
Biggest surprise? I don't know if we have a lot of surprises. I think guys are playing about like what we thought. We've stayed healthy. That's obviously very exciting. Jaden Griffin was a transfer that came in on offense. He's been everything that we thought he would be. But I think everybody's played really well.
Year 1 for Tyler Allman being fully in charge of the defense. What do you expect from him and that side of the ball?
I would expect that we're going to continue to play really good defense. He was here last year with Coach Slade and really with the entire defensive staff. So it's just some carryover from that. Obviously, he'll have his own spin on things, and there'll be some different things schematically that we'll do. But we'll continue to play hard. We'll continue to be aggressive, and I think we'll continue to play really good defense.
Jaden Sullins has gotten the preseason accolades as a byproduct of last season. It took him really until the month of October. Your refrain for much of September last year was got to get the fullback going. How do you utilize him early this year?
Right. Well, obviously he's a very good player. He's talented, and we plan to use him quite a bit. So we'll use him in some different ways this year. But he's a very good football player. He's worked hard. He's had a great off season. He's had a great summer, and we're ready to get him out there and let him go.
How helpful is it having a healthy Teddy Gleason in the mix?
Oh, it's huge. Teddy was going to be our starter last year. I think he played 13 snaps against West Virginia State. Has some familiarity with the offense. Was with us at Navy. Skill set wise, can run, can throw the football, makes good decisions. So we're excited to get Teddy out there.
Last year, this game had a ton of emotions in it with the passing of Jiley Carrington. Played for Carson-Newman and was an active player for State 24 hours before the game. I presume that's still on the mind, probably also on the mind with Colt Sinor.
Right.
Break down the the emotions surrounding those two guys and what they meant to this program.
Right. Well, you know, Colt obviously meant a lot to everyone here at Carson-Newman. Tragically lost him this spring. What an inspiration he was to all of us. Just a tough young man, a fighter, just a great guy with a great heart. So he's sorely missed. Coach Needs wears a signer, has tape on the back of his jersey out at practice every day. So we think about him often. We're going to have game stickers on stickers on our helmet to honor his life this year. And then Jalik, just tragedy. Obviously, I never met the young man, but that was just devastating for our team, for West Virginia State, for his family. Just a senseless tragedy. So I certainly think it'll be on everyone's mind this weekend.
It's the home opener. Students, this is day 2 back on campus. For them, what would a substantial first Saturday opener that Carson-Newman's played in a decade and a half, what would a good noon crowd be?
Well, it would mean a lot to us. We've worked very hard, and we want to put a good product on the field, and we want to represent Carson-Newman, which means we want to represent the student body and the alums. But having a big turnout from our student body would be huge.
Anything else?
No, we're excited to play and see where we are after all the hard work that we've put in this off season and this summer.